So this is a whistle-stop tour through the public face of my art practice. I've got a few tabs here ready to show you. First, I'm going to show you the front of house, which is what customers might see, starting with the website, the backbone of your online life. I've got various things on here, and this isn't really just being an artist. This is really treating the art as a business, which isn't every artist's chosen approach, but personally, I want to be really in control and really independent, because I think long term that's the best way for me. I have an Instagram presence where I network and present my work and try and engage people. This is the sort of front bit, and then you can see I've got different highlights and categories here. It's taken me quite a long time to work out and a lot of research to find out what works here in your profile, and how best to show things in a way that engages people, and how to get a visual grid that looks nice but doesn't look too manicured. Then there's a YouTube channel. So I don't tend to use my YouTube channel really for gathering subscribers. I more use it as a repository for videos that can then be shared into places like LinkedIn and also Twitter, and just trying to create shareable content. And then this is my Facebook page, so I've got it in the view as a viewer would see it. Again, you can see it's a mix of videos and screenshots of current projects, and I don't generally find many customers through these routes, but what this is really handy for is that once people have found me, whether by personal recommendation or by a website search or something, I've then got a presence on social media that they can relate to in whatever way, and also they can share stuff and do recommendations and things like that. So next I'm going to show you what's behind the scenes on creating that online life. So the main thing is the website. So here's a little bit from within Squarespace. This is how I build my website, and again it's taken me a couple of years really to excuse me, kind of get the hang of this tool and refine what it is exactly that, you know, how is the best way to present it. It's always a work in progress, and again this is a situation where doing your own means you're much more flexible. I don't have to call up a developer and say, I'm not quite sure about this this picture on my website, can you change it? Whereas if you do it yourself, it's more work and it's lumpy, but in the end you have a far better level of involvement and control and flexibility. So I also use an app called Canva. This is a prime example of networking, where just sort of talking in the school playground with other people who run small businesses, and somebody said to me, oh my goodness, have you not found Canva? And it really is fantastic. So I use this to make all sorts of things like thumbnails for YouTube videos, and for IGTV videos, and these are stickers to go on the back of my pictures when I deliver them, all sorts of stuff. So Canva is great, and this is how you might edit something, so you can kind of upload images, and as a business matures you develop key images which seem to kind of resonate. So that's I've had that vectorized. It's just my own writing but vectorized, and that's really useful collateral to use in all sorts of situations. So on the website, Soggy Rabbit is another branch of my art practice. So it's basically soft toy portraits, which is, from my point of view, drawing practice, but it's also a very good funnel for things like pet portraits. So a lot of people with kids have got dogs. So I get a lot of repeat business from people who buy soft toy portraits and then dog portraits. So here's another example of a really useful app. There are loads that do this sort of thing, and there are loads of apps I'm not showing you, but this is Smart Mockup. So this is what a lot of artists use because you're churning out pictures, and sometimes you want to show them in a tidy house, and you may not have a tidy house. You may have a tidy house yourselves, but ours certainly isn't, as Leon will tell you. So this is really useful, and so here you can see this one here. This is one of their stock photos, and on Instagram there it is with one of my prints. So it's just a way of showing your work without having to go to the expense of buying a frame and taking photos, so you get sort of professional standard photo. So that's a really handy kind of app. I also use Vistaprint, but there are lots of other ones to print things like flyers, business cards, things that I put inside my packaging. So if someone orders a soft toy portrait, I might put something to advertise my other services in there when it's delivered. So also behind it I have a Google Drive with folders for lots of every customer and all their reference photos and artwork. This is a friend, so I know she won't mind me showing you, but you can see here's the finished portrait, and then here are some of the options she gave me, and I generally make these folders available, so I'll create a folder and then share it with the customer, but not always. It depends on where they like to do their transacting. So you have to be kind of flexible for accommodating the customer's preferences. If they want to hang out on YouTube, you need to be there. If they're on LinkedIn person, you need to be there. So this is all the kind of mindset of a small business, and it's not just an artist thing, but it's an essential element if you are an independent artist and not fundamentally marketing through a gallery. So here's YouTube looking through the studio. So I showed you previously, this is like more, it's not exactly what people would see, but there's playlists and things like that. So this is YouTube in the building end, so where I can, for example, go in and edit some of the features on a video. If I show you the end screen here, so at the end of a YouTube video you have kind of pop-ups, and so this is where you control, for example, what video you serve up to somebody watching, and in this case I've chosen just let the algorithms of YouTube select a video. So what else can I show you there? Right, I won't. You're probably all quite familiar with YouTube. In fact, probably too familiar. Right, and then so here's a happy screen. So this is also Squarespace. This is in the website in the commerce section. So this is the ultimate end joyful result of being an independent artist is you get loads of orders. So this isn't the only platform that I get orders on, but you can see I've got some orders which are pending and some which are fulfilled, and when someone takes delivery of their picture, I will send them an automatic email which has a link to a place where they can review me on Google My Business. So this fills me with joy, this page, because it shows me that I'm getting orders and they're increasing in value, so that's a nice thing. And also I wanted to show you, many of you are probably familiar with video editing tools, but here's one I use. I'm a great fan of digging around and finding free tools until your business is of a scale where you can justify paying for sophisticated or powerful tools, and I've managed to make loads of videos with this. This is DaVinci Resolve, but I wanted to show you, so here's the clip of me speaking there, and then underneath I've got a clip of some music, so you can see I'm fading the music in there when the speech finishes. I've got a clip here which I've sped up. This is being cut for YouTube. You can see it's in landscape format. This is like a standard promotional video. So if you go back to the website and I'll take you to the shop, just to show you, I've got a product I came up with, which is basically a presentation book for portraits. So if someone wants to give a portrait, but they don't want to commission the portrait themselves. So again, it's just trying to put your head in the head of the customer and work out what would actually make their life easier and sort out their problems. So here is the video. I'll just play the first few seconds of it so you can relate it back to the, there we go. So there's me chat about the book. Thanks so much for watching. This is one way, it's not the way, it's just good to be aware of options. If you want to see more videos, please subscribe to this channel so you can catch the new ones when they come out. For information on my shop and commissions, check my website, and I post daily work and stories on Instagram. And if you want to watch a video straight away, check this one out. I really appreciate your support. See you soon.